Welcome to the Digitally Dreaming Off the Ground podcast. It's your host, Asif Ali, and today is a fantasy winner Tuesday. So as you can see, I won in both my leagues, 130.6 to 76. My ESPN Plus league, so I'm 2-1. 134 to 90.75. I am now 3-0 in my other league. So good stuff. Let's kind of just go through the lineups real quick. Okay. All right. Okay. So this week I had Lamar Jackson at 39.42 points, Travis Etienne Jr. at 10.5 points, Kareem Hunt had 9.1 points, Devontae Adams at 14.2 points, Christian Kirk at 19.2 points, George Kittle at 6.8 points, first game back, Michael Pittman Jr. 15.2 points, his first game back, very nice. San Francisco defense special teams, 9 points, Justin Tucker, 9 points. And then who I played against. So again, this is for the ESPN Plus league, I believe, right? No, this is for my standard league, not ESPN Plus. I played Russell Wilson. He had 9 points. Judge Johnson had only 12 points. Hall from the Bengals only had 15 points. Tyreek only had 5.3 points. Huge drop off from week two. Terry McLaurin had 16.2 points. Mark Andrews had 28.9 points. Eli Mitchell had a fat 0. I don't know why he played Eli. And Miami defense special teams had 2 points. Greg and Joseph, yeah, Greg the kicker had 2 points. So ultimately 132.42 to 90.76. Yeah, and my league standing, I'm currently first place in the Western Conference. And then followed up by I guess the Eastern Conference. There's another team was undefeated, 3-0. So leading my conference in this league, pretty happy about that, pretty stoked. And this week it's going to be a little bit more difficult, I think, because I'm not mistaken. Let me go kind of pull up this week's matchup. So week 4. Yeah, so I will be playing Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, David Montgomery, Tyler Lockett, Allen Robinson, Tyler Higbee, Jeff Wilson Jr., New Orleans Defense Special Teams, and Matt Gay. Yeah, Matt Gay. So I mean, they're who I'm playing is they're basically projected to get 126.4 against my 118.2. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna probably if I'm somehow get the win. He's favored by 8.2 points. This guy, but whatever. We got this. All right, let's go into my other league, Team Ali. Okay, so this league, 130.6 to 76 points, so a huge margin of victory there. Jalen Hurts at 27.6 points, Derrick Henry at 25.3 points, Josh Jacobs at 14.7 points, Stephon Diggs at 14.4, T. Higgins at 14.3 before he went out with injury. Darren Waller at only 5.2 points. Very disappointing day. We'll get into that in a bit. Jalen Waddle at 15.1 points. Chicago defense special teams at 5 points. Matt Gay had 9 points. This guy, Kittle's taste of rainbow, he started Trey Lance. I think he was sleeping. So obviously fat 0 there. Christian McCaffrey, 13.5 points. Aaron Jones had 5.7 points. Jerry Jeudy only had 3.7 points. Thielen had only 18.1 points. Tyler Higbee had 10.1 points. Mike Thomas had 9.9 points. San Francisco defense special teams at 9 points. Robbie Gould had 6 points. So ultimately, it was within my best interest to play against my team in this league, the ESPN Plus league, and now I improved to 2-1. Um, I'm looking forward to hopefully keep that momentum going. Obviously we're almost a quarter into the season, so heading into week 4, it's going to be actually. Let me go see who I'm playing this week in this other league. Let me pull this up real quick. So let's go scoreboard. So, oh yeah, let me also go put up the standings because then I can read that to you guys. Yeah, so I'm projected to win. So I'm playing Josh Allen again. Wow, Josh Allen. I'm playing in both leagues. Allen Kamara, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Deebo Samuel, DK Metcalf, Tyler Hawkinson, Michael Pittman Jr. Huh, okay. Buffalo defense special teams, and Justin Tucker. So I'm favored by 9.7 points. We'll see how that shapes out. But pretty much standings. I am now second place in the Western Conference in this league, 2-1. There's an undefeated team, 3-0. Only one undefeated team. The other conference, the leader is 2-1, and a bunch of 1-2s and 0-3s across the board. So pretty happy about that. This is actually my best fantasy start in over 10 years. Actually, 11 years. Yeah, I've been playing fantasy for over 11 years. It's my best start ever in fantasy. So hopefully, the momentum keeps going, and obviously, hopefully, the players keep putting up the PPR. I'm hoping that moving forward, that there's a lot more production, across the board. I think a lot of guys have underperformed so far in both my leagues, for various reasons. But I do hope that some guys have bounce back games. I hope George Kittle gets her going next week, against the Rams on prime time. I'm probably going to start him. Let me see actually who else is available on the market. So on my benches, hold on 1 second, guys. So let's go back into my first league, Gridiron number 81. Don't stop. Pittsburgh Pro League. So yeah. So I have George Kittle. Yeah, so Irv Smith Jr. against the Saints. Yeah, I'm probably gonna start Kittle. Let me see if there's anyone else available. Tight ends, Conklin from the Jets, Tanyan. Yeah, no one really available. Top receiver, Chris Olave, whatever how you pronounce it. That's pretty good. Wow. Jamal Williams is available. He's projected to have a big game this week. Jared Goff's available. He's the top available overall in this league. So probably gonna stick in my lineup. Let me just go and see who's on my bench again. So on my bench, once again, we're talking about this league where I'm 3-0, undefeated. Uh, Jerry Jeudy, Marquez Valdes-Scantling, Naeem Hines, Raheem Mostert, Marvin Jones Jr., who actually had a pretty remarkable week 2 with 15 points. Tua Tagovailoa, right, and Irv Smith Jr. So maybe Marvin Jones, against there. I know he's playing the Eagles, so probably gonna stick with my lineup. So again, Lamar Jackson, Travis Etienne Jr., Kareem Hunt, Devontae Adams, Christian Kirk, George Kittle, Michael Vick Jr., 49ers defense special teams, Justin Tucker. Let's go in my other league. So my lineup again, Jalen Hurts. So this is now, sorry, this league, Jalen Hurts, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Stephon Diggs, T. Higgins, Darren Waller, Jalen Waddle, Bears defense special teams who underperformed drastically on week 3. I project them to bounce back in week 4. And Matt Gay, my bench, Miles Sanders, Juju Smith-Schuster, Garrett Wilson, who had also had an injury, Freiermuth of the Steelers, Burks of the Titans, Carter of the Jets, and Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins. Yeah, not much could have changed there in my lineup. Let's see if there's who's the best available in these leagues. So wow, Jared Goff again, Raheem Mostert. Yeah. No, I mean David Njoku's available. That looks like a pretty nice pickup. Let me see who my best tight end is. Njoku's available, and I don't even know who my tight end is. Yeah, Waller. I might pick up Njoku because Waller really underperformed last week. And I think Njoku might have a big game coming this week because he had a great game last Monday night. Sorry, Thursday night. So against Steelers. But yeah, ultimately, I mean, I'm looking forward to week 4 in fantasy. I mean, I think there's a lot of great storylines, and if the Niners can bounce back, then there's a lot of good things there. But ultimately, I mean, I'm trying to stay away from the Niners. It's funny, I actually listened to Matt Mayoka's podcast, and he said the magic number is 10, like last year. So if they go 9-5 for the rest of the year, then they can definitely get back in there. But the question is, can they get over the proverbial hump? It was never a question of whether or not they get in the playoffs. And they've proven, twice in the past 2 years that they've been a playoff team. They've made deep playoff runs in the past 2 years. So one to the Super Bowl and then one to a championship game. So no one's questioning that. The question really is, can the team really win consistently enough to kind of not only get the 1 seed, but also, win when it matters the most, right? Obviously they were almost they were really what got 8.5 minutes away from winning a Super Bowl, right? They're 15 minutes away from winning a championship game. Getting a Super Bowl, probably going to win. Will probably win that one against the Bengals. So, actually, I'm not going to waste my time with the Niners this year. Obviously, Patrick Willis will like one of my comments on his posts on Twitter. So, I mean, I'm happy right now, and I'm in a really good mood because of fantasy. So, anyways, yeah, I mean, I think I'm looking forward to this week. You know, this is my first week when I'm an underdog in this league where I'm currently undefeated, right? You can see that 3-0, the win streak right there. So I mean, we'll see what happens. But obviously the ESPN Plus league, being 2-1-0 is pretty good too. So, basically, how which way, whatever transpires this coming next week, basically, I'm looking at either being, over 500 or just at 500, either 2-2 and 3-1, or just, undefeated and 3-1. Which I would prefer drastically, right? So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this week in fantasy. Obviously, a lot of week. Actually, now let's do Pigskin Pick Em. Let me see how I did this week. So, pull up my picks real quick. Okay, so pick Steelers, all's wrong. Bears wrong. Raiders wrong. Chiefs wrong. Dolphins right. Vikings right. Ravens right. Bengals right. Eagles right. Saints wrong. Chargers wrong. Falcons right. Packers right. Rams right. Niners wrong. Giants wrong. So all together, finished 9-6. Sorry, 9-7. One, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 9-7. And ultimately, I'm 27-20, 96.7 percentile, 28,000. I'm in the 28K ranking. So let's go do my week 4 picks. So Dolphins and Bengals. Ooh. At Cincinnati. Oh God, this one's gonna be tough. I'm going with the Bengals. Vikings at Saints. I'm going with the Vikings. Bounce back. Browns at Falcons. Ooh, this one's tough. Going with the Browns. No, one of the Falcons. Browns or Falcons? Ooh, God, I can't pick. Falcons. Cowboys at Commanders. I'm gonna go Cowboys. Hawks at Lions. I'm gonna go Lions. Titans at Colts. Mm, mm, go tight. Ooh, God. Okay, I'm going Titans. I'm not feeling confident about it. Bears at Giants. Pick the Giants because they're at home. Eagles at Jaguars. Oh my God, this one's gonna be massive. It's gonna be massive. Ooh, shit. Uh, go Eagles. Barely. Jets at Steelers. Steelers. Bills at Ravens. Going Bills. Chargers at Texans. Go Chargers. Cardinals at Panthers. Go Cardinals. Patriots at Packers. Packers. Broncos at Raiders. I guess I'll go Raiders. Pick up their first one of the year. Chiefs at Bucks. Shoot, I'm gonna go Bucks. Niners at Rams. Everyone's going to the Rams. I'm going Niners. Those are my picks. 16-16. All right. So those are my picks. That's my week 3 fantasy winter Sunday. Hopefully you guys all won this week. Go ahead and look in the market, see who you got. Feel free to comment, feel free to share, subscribe. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Appreciate all the interaction on Twitter. If you haven't followed us on Twitter, go ahead and do so. DDOG Podcasts. Um, follow me on LinkedIn if you already have me on LinkedIn. And yeah, anyways, I actually had a really good conversation yesterday at CVS with a Rams fan about Monday night matchup. I told you I was going to talk about the Niners on the podcast yesterday, but can't help it because a big primetime game coming up. Quite a lot. I mean, but hopefully, the Niners get together next week. But I mean, again, it's not about what the Niners do in the regular season; it's about the playoffs. But I'm still pretty hyped up for that matchup because the Rams are kind of now the big brother of the division. Niners have a lot to prove, to kind of get over that proverbial hump. And obviously, if we can beat the Rams on Monday night, they're first place in the NFC West. So, still going to be a fan team regardless of how they perform, forever faithful. But it's Fantasy Tuesday, undefeated, 2-1. Sorry, undefeated, and sorry, no wait. Uh, I can't see. Undefeated, 2-1. We're going. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. Appreciate you guys. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, and yeah, let me know how you did. And looking forward to next week. See you guys next week, and enjoy Thursday night matchup. Oh, forgot Thursday night matchup. The Bengals and the Dolphins. I already made my pick. But it's gonna be a great matchup regardless. I mean, oh golly. Okay, everyone. Thank you once again for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Daily Dream Off the Ground podcast. I'm your host, Oscar Lee, signing off.